Good morning, everyone. Today I am bringing you along for my full routine from the moment that I wake up to the moment that I start work. I choose to be very intentional with my mornings, and that is what makes the difference between me going into my day feeling rushed and frazzled versus calm and organized. The energy of the new year gives us all a huge boost of motivation. We all go into the year excited to work on ourselves, become the best versions we can be, and that's really the magic of the new year. But now that it's February, that momentum starts to die down a little bit. Motivation only gets you so far. That's why it's important to set up healthy systems for yourself. When motivation inevitably runs out, these healthy systems in the form of habits and routines will help you keep that new year, new me energy going and help you show up for yourself every single day. That consistency is the difference between failure and success for your yearly goals. I'm really excited to bring you along, show you my morning, and share some tips so you can start building your own routine, because I know incorporating some me time and healthy habits into your morning not only will set the tone for the rest of your day, but it'll help you actually accomplish all your goals this year. Essentials is what triggers this whole routine. I brush my teeth, wash my face, and then I head out for a walk. This is a must. I recently moved and I live by the beach now, and living in such a beautiful place makes it easy for me to want to be outside, but going on a walk first thing in the morning has a bunch of benefits. Andrew Huberman of the Huberman Labs podcast, he's also a neuroscientist at Stanford, is a big fan of sunlight exposure as soon as you wake up. He states there's scientific evidence that sunlight exposure first thing in the morning triggers the release of a healthy level of cortisol into your system, which acts as a wake-up signal and will promote wakefulness and the ability to focus throughout the day. It also starts a timer for the onset of melatonin, and melatonin helps you sleep at night, so it helps you promote a good night's sleep and improves your sleep cycle. I've been doing my walks in silence, no AirPods. Sometimes I put my AirPods in just so people think I'm listening to something and can't hear them, and so that they don't talk to me. But I think you should challenge yourself to just be alone with your thoughts. Go on a walk without any podcast music, or do your morning routine without any of that stuff, and see how you feel. Not having a podcast or music to draw out my thoughts allows me to check in on how I'm really feeling and just think. Process my thoughts, process my emotions, or just think of new ideas and give my inner monologue the attention she deserves. Also, a random side note, I learned recently that some people don't have an inner monologue, and now I'm curious. Comment down below if you have or don't have one, because when I'm not distracted with a constant stream of content easily accessible 24/7, I am indeed talking to myself in my head all the time, and I can't believe that some people don't, so that's crazy. Anyway, I only recently started doing silent walks, and it was super uncomfy at first, but I'm really enjoying it now. Up until 3 weeks ago, I used to be the type of person that needed something playing in the background at all times. So if I can go on a silent walk each morning, I'm sure you can power through them too, and you may end up liking it. I fell out of doing yoga in the mornings for a little while, but I've reincorporated doing some morning stretches into my routine because of necessity more than anything. I'm at my desk all day and I'm staring at a computer all day, so my neck and my hips get really, really tense, and these stretches help so much. I was looking at a Twitter thread recently about what people in their 40s wish they didn't neglect in their 20s, and so many responses said flexibility. The power that Twitter threads have over me is actually unreal. But yeah, I only do a quick 10 minutes, nothing too crazy. Time to make some breakfast. This is the best sourdough. I'm not intimidating you with my whole 1.5 hour long routine. You really shouldn't be intimidated. I've built this routine over a couple of years. You can even check out my morning routine video from like 11 months ago and see that it's fairly similar. I kind of just use it as building blocks. I add and remove things in different seasons of my life. Point is that you don't have to start doing everything all at once, and you actually shouldn't do that. I'm sure we've all read Atomic Habits by now and know the basic principle of habit stacking. Start by selecting 1 or 2 habits you want to do each morning and do those right after you wake up. After a week of doing that, add habit number 3 into the mix and repeat. Don't be afraid to remove things either. Sometimes you try things and they just aren't for you, and you know, that's life. Maybe you'll never like journaling, but maybe you may like reading in the morning, or maybe you don't have a bunch of time, so you just choose to do a little 5-minute stretch and a quick affirmation session. Options are limitless, so tailor it to what brings you mental clarity and joy and gives you the space to check in with yourself. I do recommend drinking lots of water and doing at least one thing to move your body, but other than that, have fun with it.
Quando o piano já não quer mais tocar e as teclas pretas não saem do lugar, quando o corno inglês ter que ir pro xadrez porque não tem mais onde ficar. Quando o prelúdio nem começar e a semibreve cantarilha pira, quando o trombone não quiser assoprar e os dedos da harpa não vão dedilhar, quando todo mundo.
Once I sit at my desk, the workday starts, and at this point, I've had some time to think about how I'm feeling today, think about my priorities and what's on my plate, and form a sort of a game plan in my head. So now it's time to execute. A morning routine is not going to magically make all your goals happen, but it's going to give you the best environment and the best headspace to get out there and make your goals happen. This is the year you break the cycle of unmet New Year's resolutions, and having a solid morning routine is a really good first step.